welcome back to the SSL December. This is lower bracket grand finals, and once again we have aLtOxygen here in the 2 o'clock position, and we have GGMuse in the 7 o'clock position. Now, GGMuse has a very interesting story. I'm not going to talk about Oxygen so much because I've talked about him. He's a really good player, yes I know, but let's talk about GGMuse. Now, GGMuse had a very difficult path up to this point. In the upper brackets round 2, he had to fight none other than Nirvana, which is aLtOxygen's, of course, clan leader. And Nirvana is a renowned player, very strong Protoss. He also double races as Terran, does equally as well. And GGMuse actually knocked very convincingly 2-0 down into the lower brackets. GGMuse fought all the way, and when you're knocked that early down into the lower brackets, you have to fight essentially double the amount of games. Like, for example, aLtOxygen only had to play 4 games to reach the upper bracket grand finals, but GGMuse, in order to reach this stage, had to play 8 matches. And he just finished the lower bracket semifinals against, once again, he had to fight Nirvana, because they did meet up again, and actually he was able to beat him in the second time around with some very interesting play. If you are a big fan of StarCraft's www.sc2c.com, I do have Dangster and Brutes who have been writing replays for me. Very good job by them, and brilliant. I saw a little bit about it. I haven't watched the replays yet, but apparently there was this ramp, and GGMuse blocked the ramp with a factory, so it was like a Terran force field, and then he was able to destroy the natural. But let's coming back into this game. I can't wait to see it, because Terran versus Terran is a very interesting matchup. It's a very dynamic matchup. Of all the races, Terran is the most versatile. Now, it does make them the jack of all trades. They are not the strongest race in terms of speed. They're also not the strongest race in terms of health. So they are the middle race, but because they are Terran and because they are the middle race, they have so much versatility. You can go very heavy infantry. You can go tank. You can go tank marine, so bio and mechanical mix. You can go pure mechanical. You know, factories into tank 4. Into Hellion support, or you can go, actually able to, no, aLtOxygen's SCV is going to get out there. You can go air, you can go pure air, which is also really good, you know, just Viking Banshees, battle cruisers. So it really comes down to what these players open down with, and only throwing down the reactor, very interesting, only throwing down the reactor once the SCV left. We don't see a reactor here by aLtOxygen. We are getting to get the factory, and another barracks here by GGMuse. Now, I was just about to get into the meta game of Terran versus Terran. Now, if you go what Muse is going, which is 3 barracks push, it's going to be very strong against aLtOxygen's 1-1-1. Because what aLtOxygen is going for is the other metagame where you go tank Viking. Now, tanks are really good, because the main disadvantage of Terran is they're slow. They're really slow. And the only fast units they have is the bio, and they have the stim to move faster, so they take damage. And because they're bio, they tend to bunch up a lot. They really bunch up, and they take lots and lots of damage from the tanks. So Terran versus Terran really boils down to 2 things. Either do we go heavy bio, which is there, we got the 3rd barracks coming down, or do I go tank Viking? And there we go, we get the starport. We do get the defensive bunker here by aLtOxygen. The thing is because you're spending all your gas on tanks and Vikings, you usually only have Marines. Here we are, we're getting a reactor from the barracks. So you put Marines up here, but if he is able to get his tanks out fast, and bring either a barracks or a medvac over to spot this, the tank actually outranges the Marines in the bunker, because Marines only have a range of 5. So here we go, Marines range of 5. Once they're inside the bunker, they have a range of 6, but the tank have a range of 7. So, actually, what am I talking about? He's going bio, so he's not going to have any tanks. So anyways, I guess it would be flip side if GGMuse was being under attack by tanks, but then the Marauders have a range of 6. Inside the bunker, they have a range of 7. So once you have a single Marauder, it's going to push back the play. But I'm going to have to say GGMuse is going to have to go for something very aggressive. Oh, and actually this SCV is able to see this push. No, it's too late. The push is going out. This is a very small timing window for him. He wants to push it just as his Stimpack finishes. So he has 40 seconds to get over there. He does, looking on the army counts, we do have a much larger army by GGMuse, 850 over 600. We do have 7 Marines, 5 Marauders versus 7 Marines and a tank. And my mouse just went crazy over there. But if he brings over SCVs and repairs his bunker, this could be really bad news. He's gonna suffer quite a bit of losses. And the medic actually sees it. Is he gonna pull SCVs? He might actually pull SCVs. And yeah, there we go. We do get 2 SCVs coming over to repair. And how in the world that... I guess that's the SCV that went scouting. And, oh no, this is not what you want to do. GGMuse is committed to this 3 barracks push, because only just getting his factory and what you probably want to do is you need to push. You must push. And, ooh, a little bit of misplay there by... Very good to stim up. I'm not sure if you want to stim. He's actually trying to scoop by, but there's just too much forces over here. And the SCVs are taking very nicely. And ow. See, defender's advantage. He aLtOxygen very wisely. He had the smaller army, but because he put the SCVs were acting as Marines. Because the Marines have 45 health, SCVs have 45 health. So he essentially had suddenly 15 more. I gotta say, stop saying it's so frustrating. I'm trying to wean myself off it, but he suddenly had like 15 more quote-unquote Marines over here supporting his army with the bunker, and GGMuse had to retreat. But he lost so much from that, you know, from that. Yeah, he didn't really lose a lot, but the thing is you can't really go bio. He's trying to put out more early pressure, but he spent all these minerals and all this economy on Marine Marauders, and aLtOxygen already has tanks. And in turn versus turn, if you do not end the game with bio, you're going to... Whoa, what are you doing, aLtOxygen? Oh, this Banshee is actually misclicked, and he might actually lose the Banshee. Oh, that's so painful to watch. The thing is very nicely, instead of getting a Viking out and getting his Viking count, he saw that it was going mainly bio. So he knows that because it's bio, it's going to be... Most of the bio is going to be containing him outside the base. So he wanted to sneak a Banshee behind, but GGMuse already has a missile turret in place. Because why not? You're going bio, you're going to need an engineering bay anyway to get upgrades. But I'm going to have to give the ball in aLtOxygen's court. It is his game to lose, because no amount of bio is going to win against Viking tank. Because once you have a critical number of tanks, like once you have more than 3 tanks, the tanks are going to be able to one-shot your Marauder. And once you get upwards of 3 tanks, it becomes very ugly. Very quick. Look how quickly those tanks killed the Marauder. They do 25 damage. They do 50 damage in siege with splash, and right now he has nothing. Right now to make this push, aLtOxygen is finally getting more Vikings out, but I would like to see him get more tanks, because this is going to be a tank-on-tank battle. He is getting a second factory, swapping out the reactor for the start point. Stop saying it's like I come down to this cast, I'm like, I want to improve, so I know the things that I need to do. Very interesting. Muse is going to do a drop, but yeah, I have stuff that I want to improve. I don't have time to play StarCraft, so I do want to improve as a commentator. And, ooh, very nice. We do get a few free kills over here by aLtOxygen. And, yeah, this missile turret is going to deny it, and he's trying to find the sweet spot, but he's, yeah, like, the sweet spot, actually, if you look here on this missile turret, is probably about here. Yeah, right about there. You can probably take pot shot at that, but not really gonna do much. You really are not gonna deny the opponent that much, because actually aLtOxygen is pulling ahead because he has gotten the command center early. Is there any command center? Yeah, we do have a command center by GGMuse. Now, what GGMuse did actually very interesting. These Marines are gonna high. Okay, maybe not high five. I'm gonna shoot you in the ass. Why not? Because I am med-bags, I can heal, I can stim up freely. But what GGMuse actually did in a game against Zerg, which is absolutely effective, is... Ooh, never mind about that. Hold that thought. I was just about to say he built 3 command centers with orbital commands in his base just to get a lot more minerals and make a huge bio push. But we are going to get a very effective drop here. aLtOxygen does see it. He is going to pull it away. And these tanks should siege up over here. Siege! Oh my god, siege! And, okay, maybe not. He's going to lose a couple supply depots. But nothing too big. And he is going to pull away. Okay, he's going to block. But aLtOxygen is forced to pull his entire contained bag. Very effective for the cost of 1 supply drop. He is going to do that. And actually, can aLtOxygen see that? Let's look at aLtOxygen cam. Okay, no, he cannot see this dropship here. But that could actually come back in here. And aLtOxygen is going to go set up his contain once again. But these Vikings actually could take out this medvac really quickly, because that's really close. Is that going to be in range? It might be. So we are going to see aLtOxygen going to set up his contain, but I really don't like Muse play. He is going to go into bio into tank, and actually going to try to do a sneaky little drop over here. But it's going to be bio and tank versus Viking tank. And if you have nothing to spot for... Oh, actually, can you see that? Yes, he can see the medvac. So you can see the medvac. So he's going to be able to take it out. The Vikings are moving into the position, and